Look how pretty. We are live in Lenexa this morning talking about money and how the city's going to spend it and how they're going to raise more. And it's still all Christmased up and it's very pretty. So yeah, even after Christmas is past, still like the lights. Wish we could do it year round. Yeah, whenever I get a chance, I like to come through here. Caw Drive, or what is this, K32? Yep. Over on the left is the Boy Scout camp that I worked at one year, the Theodore H. Nash Scout Reservation. I believe they're still there. And yeah, this is a nice drive, and hopefully a train will show up. I always hope that there would be a train, because the railroad tracks are just to the right. Union Pacific, Uncle Pete, unfortunately, or fortunately, anyway. So in between Bonner Springs and Edwardsville, and heading back west. Another great drive. Miriam Lane. There's our trailer place right there. They're working on the Boulevard Drive-In Theater sign. Rehabbing it, which is nice. And then downtown Rosedale, home of the Rosedale Arch. This is an interesting area. Older neighborhoods and lots of old housing stock. I'm sure that eventually it's going to be discovered by the what they used to refer to as yuppies, but the people who gentrify such neighborhoods. I'm not always a fan of gentrification, but it can make neighborhoods a little more livable. Let's just say limited gentrification is fine. And then we cross railroad tracks here. Burlington, Northern Santa Fe. Any trains? There's one waiting in the hole over there. Turn on my map so we can see what we just passed through. And then we're going to hit Southwest Boulevard, which is also another nice drive. Yeah, this is the boulevard. I was messing around with my camera. This is a very beautiful drive this time of the morning. Especially get a nice zoom lens. You can see all the way down. There's so much urban texture to it. And you know, all these roads are kind of like, if you're a fan of Route 66, these are the kind of modern, mid-century modern industrial drives that are pretty neat. You know, passing between the era of the 40s, 50s into the 60s. I'm just keeping it on this zoom lens for a while because, you know, cross over this hill here, you'll see the texture I'm talking about, and then you're coming into downtown Kansas City, and you can see that pretty well from here too. Especially in the morning. into Missouri. 31st Street here is the state line. 31st and Southwest Boulevard. And there used to be right at the state line, there used to be a bar there. And it was a mafia run outfit. It was done in by the flood of 1951. But right before that, the local mafia boss kind of had an interesting history, but he met his end not at that bar, but he was at the bar when he got a phone call that he needed to go to the Democratic headquarters building on the southeast side of downtown. And then there, him and his bodyguard were found shot to death. And it's a famous picture. It's underneath the portrait of Harry Truman, who was president at the time. Just keep it on this for a second until we get into town, and then end it there. You can see the urban texture I'm talking about with downtown in the distance. Quite scenic, very photogenic. I'm surprised you don't see a lot more photographers line up here and get this picture. I do it the lazy way, of course. I do it by driving. And then, of course, we cross over into the west side. Which a lot of aspects of Hispanic culture come together here in the west side. A lot of good Mexican restaurants and little market shops and things like that. You can get the real authentic deal here and in Kansas City, Kansas as well. Then once we cross under the bridge here, the neighborhood transitions from west side to the Crossroads Arts District. And there's even a sign they've erected up here. And this intersection right here is where the neighborhood gets its name. Intersection of Broadway and Southwest Boulevard, the Crossroads. And here is a sign up here that tells you you're in the Crossroads. And now we're in a neighborhood full of bars and some restaurants and a lot of art galleries. But mainly it's transitioning over into condos and lofts. Okie dokie. Time for a hot drink.